Hello guys, my name is here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to solve a 3x3. Alright, let's get on to it. Alright guys, so the basics, first of all, the basic that you need to know is the color scheme, like where does each color go. So of course, let's say white's on the top, white's on the bottom, alright? Try memorizing that. So white's on the top, yellow's on the bottom, orange is in the front, red on the back, blue on the left, and green on the right. So you gotta memorize like what's the opposite. Okay, what's the opposite of green? It's blue. Opposite of red, orange. Opposite of yellow, white. So you gotta memorize that, of course. And then you gotta memorize this photo. I'm gonna put on the right here. I'm just gonna put it right here on the screen, right here. Let's see if I can put it right here, right? So I'm gonna put it right there. Pause it to see to take a screenshot, guys. And if you're not taking a screenshot and you're on the computer, try to take a picture of it or search it up online. Just type in 3 by 3 algorithms or Rubik's Cube algorithms. That's what it normally pops up as in images. But yeah, so let's get on to the video, right? So first thing, mix it up. Okay guys, since now we have it scrambled up, now let's get on to solving it. So now, how we're going to solve it is the beginner's method, which is doing the first layer, then the second layer, then the third layer. And when I'm talking about first, second, third, I mean like we put the first layer like completely correct, then the second layer, and then the third layer. And the third layer is the hardest, alright? So let's get on solving the first. And to solve the first, you're going to have to make a cross. You can solve the first layer in any color you want. So now we're gonna have to like connect like these whites together and an orange. So since we have this white and orange edge piece, since we already have it connected to the white, now let's connect this piece to the orange. And since I already know that the opposite of red is orange, it's gonna be back here. And so it's orange, orange, white, white, and now it's connected. Now let's connect this edge piece here. Let's try to find the red, and the red's up here. So now if the white is facing you and the red is up, what you want to do is do F prime, which would bring that. So the reds connect, and now the white's on the side. Now if you have the red facing you now and the white on the side, you could either be any side. You do F prime again, so it connects it now. Now we have a line here. Now we're gonna have to connect these two edge pieces here. Now we're gonna have to find the green. The green's up here and the white is facing you now. So do the same thing again. Now we're gonna bring this thing down, do F prime. Now let's do U, which would bring this away, which give this an empty space here. So now I have to give it an empty space. Now we connect it in there and bring this thing back. Now it's the orange, orange, white, 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 green, green, red, red, white, white. Now let's find the blue. Now the blue is right here, the blue and the white. Now let's connect this to the blue. Now we have blue, blue. Now let's connect this thing up to the white. And we flick it twice, it's connecting to white, and now we have done the cross. Now, in Friedrich's method, you could solve the first layers really quick. Sorry guys, I had to help my mom with something. Alright, so now, let's get back to it. We're gonna have to solve the first layer, so we're gonna have to implement, so put in the corners. And so, I'm gonna show you 3 to 4 things corners that you would have to put in. So let's start off with this one that's on the top. So we have the green and the red and the white that goes in here in this corner. So now if the white's facing up, what you have to do is you're gonna have to bring this up. So it's R U prime. It could be it has to be R U prime, then R prime. And then now you have this out. Now if you have it like facing to the side, see? So if it's either facing you or to the side, to the right, what you're gonna have to do is bring this up. Now put it in so that the whites connect. Now you bring this down. Now you put it in your first corner. Now let's do it again. So we have another white facing up. That's red and blue. You don't always have to have it in that placement, but if you do, it's okay, because if you do it so it's R, U prime, R prime, then if you have, you're gonna have to put it in like that. So you do L prime, then U2, then L, so you already put it in quick. Now, since you guys already know that if the white is facing the right, you guys have to do L prime, U, L, how to put it in. Now, if the white is on the bottom piece, not in the correct placement of the corner, but like in the bottom and it's facing you, so what you have to do is you would have to do L prime, U, L, which would bring it facing you, and again it's facing the right. Then you would do L prime, U, L, which would put it in, and you would have done your first layer. Now let's see another way that this can end up. So now if we have the white facing the left, it's practically the same thing. You would have to do, but on the opposite side. So you would have to do R, U prime, R prime, which would put it in. So it's practically the same thing. So to do this second layer, since we have this orange and blue edge piece that would end up here, you would connect the blue and the orange would be on top. You'll connect the blue with the middle piece of the blue. So the edge piece, if it's the one facing you, the color facing you has to connect to the middle piece of it, and the color on top always has to go away from it. So since blue and orange, so you would bring it to the red side. So you do U prime, then L prime, then U, then L. Now you connect these two edge pieces. Now since it's facing you, but it's on this side, you would have to do the same thing, just put it in the corner. Practically put in the corner is the same thing. So you have to bring it away from that corner that you just took it away from. You bring it up, you bring it back, and you bring it down. Now you have to put in that edge piece. Now let's do it for this one now. So this is red and blue. So it's practically the same thing again. Bring it away from the blue. So first of all, actually, connect that red, like the color that's facing you, so the one that's facing me is red, connect it to that middle piece. Now have the blue's on top, and bring it away from the blue, so the opposite of the blue is green. So you bring it away, bring it up, you bring it back so it connects, and you bring it down, so now these two are connected. So now implement the corner piece like if you would, and then just put it in. Now you have done the edge piece again. Now if you're seeing these two edge pieces, it's really looking like you're solving the Rubik's Cube. I mean, well, yeah, people call it Rubik's Cube, doesn't matter. So actually red up here and green. So now it's the same thing again. Bring it away from the red now. So connect it, red's on top. Bring it the opposite of the red, that's the orange side. Bring it up, you bring it back so it connects, you bring it down. Now put in the corner piece again with edge piece, and you put it in, and you put it in. So it's R, U prime, L, R prime. You put it in like that. Now let's locate this one. Now, so this one's the one that we haven't done yet. So green's here, orange is over on this side now, on the right side. Now it's probably the same thing, so you just bring it away from it. So when you have connected and the orange is on top, bring it away from the orange, so opposite of the orange is red over here. Now you do the same thing again, so it's R, U prime, R prime. Now you're gonna have to put it in this corner. So put in the corner and the edge piece at the same time, in right here. So you bring it away, so that's U prime, then it's L prime, U, L. Now you put in, and now you see you have done the second layer. Congratulations. Now, once you did the second layer, there would be out of 4 of these, how would it look like? Alright, so right here we have like this type of L type of thing. We would either have this, so don't mind like the top piece. It would either be just this line right here, or it would be it would be a cross right here, so it would have the yellow cross, or okay, there, that's what I wanted. So either have this just the simple yellow, no cross, no line, no L type of shape type of thing, just a dot. So what we have to do to get the cross would be do F, then R, U, R prime, U prime, and you bring this down. Now you would have the L shape here. So like don't mind the corners, because if you take off the corners you would have the L shape here. Now always have the L shape right here in the top left corner. So always in the top left corner like this, the L shape in here. Alright, so now repeat that step again. So do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, and you would get the line. Now do that one more time. F, R, U, R prime, U prime. Now you bring it back, now you have the cross. Alright, now let's actually see if the edge piece is correct. So if you see here, these two have to be on the opposite side, and now to do that, we're gonna have to get like 2 sides connecting and the opposite 2 facing each other, right? So have the opposite 2 facing each other. Now you do R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. Now you flick it once, you see that they're all over the place, right? So now you flick it one more time, 2 edge pieces, by edge piece I mean these 2, would have connected to the correct color. Now orange is connected to the correct color and green is, but red and blue have to be switched. So what you have to do is have one of the opposite colors facing right and one of the opposite colors facing you. I don't mean opposite, but I mean like these 2 have to be switched. The colors that have to be switched, one has to be right and one has to be facing you. Now repeat that step again. So you do R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Now if you flick it once, you would see that all the colors are on the correct, all the edge pieces in the correct place. Now you have to do the corners. Now if we try to look around and see if any of the corners are in place, they're actually not. So what you have to do here would be L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, U, R prime. Now if I flick it once, we might see that one's in the correct place, which it actually isn't, so we have to repeat that step again. So it's L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, U, R prime. We flick it once, one edge piece is actually in the correct place. So it doesn't always have to be facing up. The yellow could be facing either side, like either one of these 3 sides, up, facing you, or to the right, so it really doesn't matter. But if you see here, it's actually in the correct place. So you put one of the edge pieces of that in the correct place on the bottom right corner. Alright, bottom right corner right here. So since this edge piece is in the correct place, we put it right here in the bottom right corner. I repeat that step again. So we do L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, R, U, R prime. One more time. So just do that one more time because they're now in the correct place again. So we do it one more time. So that's L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, U, R prime, U prime. Now we actually have this correct, and this correct. So actually we put in 2 corners, and 2 corners have to be flipped like this. We don't actually get the edge piece to flip, but that's not correct actually. But since we have this facing out, we're gonna have to repeat do this step, right? So it's R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Now we have to do it from this side, so we're gonna do the same thing. So it's gonna be L prime, U2, L, and instead of going back like this, instead of doing that, we're just gonna keep going, bring this piece up. So that's L prime, U, and then L. So now we have these two edge pieces left. It could either be 3 or 2. I'm gonna show you the third, but right now we're gonna do the 2 right here. And so then if we have 2, if they're facing like this, facing away from me, we're gonna have to do well, I'm gonna show you 2 ways that you have to do it. So if these 2 are away from you, you're gonna have to do the same thing again. So it's R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, and then do it again to the other side. So it's L prime, U2, L, U, L prime, and then L, and then what you would have to solve it. It solves by itself. So now if it's like this, so if it's actually like the yellow sides are not in the front, you do the same thing either way. So since they're facing apart and not the front, you still do that way. I don't know how to call it, but you still do how to solve it to move the corners, to flip them and everything. So it's RU2, this, that. It pops up in the screen, so I don't really have to tell you. And see, now it's on the side. Now it's you do that again, and see. And now if I'm gonna show you like if there's 3 here. So okay guys, now I'm back. So if there's 3 here, so now this one's facing this side, this one's facing this side, and this one's facing that side. You still repeat it. Since this one's facing like this, you just repeat that. So it's pop the screen again. Let's see. Now just repeat that step. And yeah. Okay guys, I hope this tutorial helped you. If not, just tell me what I could do better in my future tutorials on how to solve it. I feel like myself, I didn't do a really good job of it, but I feel like I helped you as much as possible. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs button up. If we can we please get at least 20 can we get 30 likes on this video, guys? And if we do, I'm gonna try to make a Friedrich's method tutorial. If you guys don't know what Friedrich's method is, well, I'll make that video if you guys want to. But yeah, so leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below, seriously, what I could do better. And yeah, so hope you guys liked the video. Don't make your favorite. I don't know, it wasn't that good. It was pretty bad, but I'm sorry. But yeah, so just smash that like button, guys. Smash it, alright? And yeah, so goodbye, take care, see you guys later.